Video. I was trying to look for this video, and she called this out 6 months ago about ABBA, right? And she broke it down really clearly. And as we know, that I exposed that the ABBA Knights, all of the people who benefit from ABBA, they won't never cover people who talk bad about ABBA and preach. They'll just ignore it, right? When ABBA made that whack ass song about Red Pill, they were all trying to push it to the analytics. Watch. Let me show you how many people talked about that crusty ass song. ABBA and Preach, Red Pill song. It didn't even hit 1 million. But you see, they were reacting to it. You got 2, you got 3, you got 4. They're making songs about people, and people are trying their best to like put it up in the analytics, but it ain't working.
Battery level is 30%.
Right? People like this, who right now, they're not really as... I love it when these people who talked about the red pill, they not relevant no more. So let's hear her talk about how hypocritical ABBA is. The high moral hypocrites.
ABBA have something in common. They've both built their careers off of a moral high ground. They both built their careers off of pointing out the flaws in others, pointing out hypocrisies and injustices, all of these things. And what's so crazy about 2025 is that the facade is it's falling apart. I find it so funny that the people with the highest moral grandstanding are the most hypocritical folks you will ever run into.
Well, she was right. Mind you, this video was created. I remember this video. Do I gotta save somewhere? No. Do I gotta save somewhere? I know I had it saved somewhere. I know I had it. Yep, I have it saved. I had it saved. And I should have just looked back in there, but sometimes it get a little mixed up. But I knew about this video back then, but this didn't happen. This was back in 2025.
And we see this in other areas, right? Not just Bill Burr and ABBA. You know, you think about your super hyper Christian people, some of his little bits. Even
try Nature Made. Made with quality, made to care for you every day.
We know life gets busy, but at WGU, your career goals are always within reach.
Little guy, even worse than they do over here. You're going over there to get a bag, and then you're gonna wag the finger at us, call us sanctimonious for calling you out? After you make your whole career calling everybody else out. The hypocrisy is so sick. And see, with ABBA, his audience, they're going to continue to suck him off. It doesn't matter what people show them. It doesn't matter because they have this parasocial relationship with them. That's the reason why parasocial relationships are so dangerous, because people will throw logic completely out the window.
Right, there we go. They call a girl woof woof. They doing all this. They saying all this stuff about her. They degraded her. That's why I put Messy Michonne actually at the near the thing. Calling the girl woof woof and calling her crazy and shit, but then y'all was on Daisy Chan's side. I don't know if the Messy Michonne lady was on the side of ABBA. I mean, on the what's it called? But like I said before, a lot of this shit should have been there. She should have made a comparison, at least, to be fair. She seen what ABBA said about Fresh and then sliced it up and was like, oh, wow. But I don't know if she even cared, right? She seemed one-sided. And also, she was cool with Super Sly, right? Super Sly made a video on her and saying some disparaging things. And I tried to warn her in the comment section about, hey, Super Sly made a video. I made a couple videos on this dude. He's a hypocrite, blah, blah, blah. She basically didn't care. And basically she was like, yeah, shout out to Super Slut. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, he made a video about you and insults you in a video. And I was like, okay, I'm happy I'm not really. I'm just a viewer. That was during my hiatus. So I wasn't making videos. But I ain't make a big deal out of it. I'm like, yeah, I see this chick is, I see it for what it is. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
People will refute things that they are seeing with their own eyes, and they will just dismiss it, explain it away. They can't have their idea of this person shattered because I guess they have their identity tied to it. Even
Right? Yep. They can't. This is with the Daisy Chan situation. This is not Daisy Chan. This is with Libby situation. They're using Libby, but they're not using the other girl. And the other girl took the video down because people calling her job. Now we need a third girl to come out. Right? We need a third girl to come out. Because the second girl took a video down. So now nobody has nothing to do it. But I said before, if anybody want that video, it's not the whole thing, but it's basically the video entirely, right? So
the slightest glimmer of this person isn't who they say they are, they just shut down. Oh, this is not true. Well, what about this? What about that? Bruh, you see the evidence right there. Case in point, ABBA and Preach. They did a video about Andrew Tate, and they were talking about people ignoring the issues of men. It's going to continue to be a problem. No matter if you silence Andrew Tate, somebody else is going to pop up. They did a video talking about that. I remember it. It was a decent video. H3H3 sees this video title and then goes on this whole rampage about how ABBA and Preach are just so bad. Talks all this didn't even watch the video. ABBA and Preach get wind of this and they read him for filth, as they should, because it's like you're judging the video based off of the title. You didn't even watch it. Fast forward to recently, and here we find ABBA doing the exact same thing to Stevie Knight. Here's a list of these titles of the videos. Just type in the search bar.
Yep. And the funny thing about this is that all of the ABBA and Preach fans will never admit that ABBA really did make Steve Knight look stupid, because that's what they're going to believe. Like they believe with the Libby situation, and based off all of those ABBA defenders, those people created this whole system where Knight was the joke. Nobody wanted to go back and see that Knight was talking about other races, white people, everybody else. It was just what they wanted to think. And all these channels that went after that I showed y'all, all was contribute to going after Knight. Anybody who ABBA and Preach have beef with, they will make it their life and their content for months and more months to go after that person. And mind you, nobody comes back after them because, trust me, most of them gonna got no leg to stand. If I can go back into some of these motherfuckers' past, some of these guys can just destroy some of these reaction channels.
Of this channel, black, and see what pops up. Look at this title. Look at that title. Bitch, you didn't even watch him. So much so to the point where you point out a video where he's actually defending black women. And what's crazy is that you can show these two clips right next to each other. The clip of ABBA and Preach condemning H3H3 for judging a video off the title, and then ABBA telling you to judge Stevie's videos off of titles.
Go to the search button. Not my feelings. Facts. Search the word black.
DJ, we're leaving.
Is my own spice in there?
I think I'm gonna stay.
I despair somebody. And I hope one day when you get caught in a much bigger scandal, because it will happen, all right? Somebody will make up something about you. Or maybe it's true. I don't know.
Wow. We got another gem here. If somebody makes a video about you, let's see it right here. Let's hear what your high moral ground ABBA has to say about shit.
Hope that people don't just jump on that bandwagon because they dislike you. See how many videos.
Wow. And I already destroyed that point. All those people that I put down there, most of those people on my list, those people are ABBA and Priest defenders. And you're gonna see how many videos that they made of Steve Knight. And they went along with ABBA's lies. This is how it goes. Same thing with what happened with Destiny. Until he lost all of his defenders and the people, and they just said, "Oh, no, we not trying to defend him no more." And all of them bounced off and was like, "Nah, we not gonna react to Destiny no more. We not gonna defend them. No. Let everybody else do that."
This guy makes shitting on black people and black culture.
Black women out here have hair. They have long, luxurious hair, and they take care of it and shit. Not all of them is fucking bald head.
Now, did anyone actually watch this ABBA and Priest?
I didn't take the time to click.
Girls on girls, that's promote lesbianism to my daughter, and we driving to school.
Black folk get mad about how I say shit when y'all...
Opportunists. Because as soon as it serves them to engage in the very behaviors that they say they're against, they do it. When it was an opportunity to use titles...
Hey, the two girls, ABBA talked shit about Fresh, told him that he can't go around telling women to go have abortions and shit like that, and then go around telling two girls to get an abortion. Right? Or one girl got an abortion, but he forced another girl, said that he was getting an abortion and having unprotected sex. It's already out there. And she's right. This video aged like crazy out here.
Of a video to chastise someone and make them look a certain way, ABBA did it. Just like Bill Burr. As soon as there was a bag to be made, all this, caring about the little man, all that went out the window. The people y'all prop up on a pedestal ain't... Stan culture is so toxic. Every human being inherently is going to have flaws. Having that healthy skepticism is the part. It doesn't matter what these people do. At the end of the day, they're going to be flawed. But if you yourself are not going to critically think, you're not going to analyze, you're not going to hold accountable. And I'll give you another example. Trump. As much as you guys think I love Trump, I'm just so infatuated with Trump. With the Epstein files, this man had that as a pillar, an entire pillar of his campaign. And now he's telling us, why do you keep asking about the Epstein files?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this.
It's like, brother, you said you were going to release the documents. You made that part of your platform. Why are you now looking at us like, why do you care? You made sure we cared. You said you cared. So what's the change? Do not put any of these folks on a pedestal. The standards that they set for everybody else, they need to be holding themselves to that standard. And the moment you notice that they're not doing that, you should be side-eyeing them. If you have these standards and you've been telling us for years that you care about X, Y, and Z, and the moment it serves you to do the opposite and you take that opportunity, I'm looking at you sideways. Do not put these people on a pedestal. It's okay if you still enjoy the content.
She was absolutely right, but one thing I got to slight against her is that she put her feelings on members only. And I'm not paying for no damn paywall bullshit. I ain't doing that, right? I'm not into the last people I paid for content. That motherfucker turned on me. I'm good, right? But I really wanted to see that video when she says, "Alba life is messy," I don't feel bad. She called that shit out. Alba has said a lot of shit over the years, a lot of fucking shit over the years. And he's too arrogant and dumb to cover that shit the fuck up because he think that these ABBA and Priest defenders is going to have his back. Trust me. Hopefully, Fresh and Fit is doing what the fuck they supposed to do and get a whole documentary series on these motherfuckers and just mount it up. And if they say any more shit, just release that document on all the lies they did. If they don't, that's on them. But if I can pull together with just me on all the shit that other people said and including myself, it wouldn't be somebody with a whole at least 5 people teams to go through all thousands of their videos and see how much hypocrites these motherfuckers are.